You better hurry.
Um,
Power words.
oh, front page. And ready? Like we're live.
And we're live. Good morning. Good morning. There we are. I see it. Good morning, everyone. We are live. Let me see what time it is. Okay, we're just a minute away. Okay. So, good morning, everyone who is watching through our Healers Roundtable page. I'm just going to do a quick introduction as people hop on. You know, we're going to have hopefully a couple people hopping on so they could share their experience with the experiment that we did from last week. Okay. So my name is Rebecca and my husband, JB Atkins. We are Dual Dragons. We are holistic wellness consultants, also known as the Muscle Whisperers. And you could reach us via email at jbr@dualdragons.com if you have any questions or would like to know more information about us. You could also check us out on our website, dualdragons.com. And our number, you could either text or call our number at 949-942-1428. And so today we're going to be talking about how words and thoughts, how they manifest in our bodies. Okay, so this is a part 2 of the 3-part series. So last week we got together and we talked about the power of words and what it does to us. And so we did an experiment, a homework assignment for the week on the 2-leaf experiment. So last week, everyone grabbed 2 leaves from outside. We picked it off the tree. We asked the tree for permission. And we placed each leaf in separate rooms. Same environment, like same heated, same sunlight. That's what I meant by the same environment. And so then every day, each person was supposed to go in each room, and to one of them, they were supposed to give them positive words, positive affirmations. And the other leaf in the other room, they were supposed to go in there and say horrible things to it, like ugly words or just negative words, negativity. And so we all participated in this experiment. And so what I did, we also did this experiment, my husband and I did. And for me, I wanted just to do the good leaf, and I gave him the task to be negative to the other leaf because I didn't want to do that again. I did this experiment back when I started massage school, and it was hard. And I suggested to everyone, if you didn't have that partner or that spouse that you could, depend on to talk negatively to that leaf, I asked everyone to make sure to sage themselves, because it was going to be a hard thing to do. That's something my teacher didn't tell me back in massage school to, try to sage myself, because at the end of the week, I kind of got sick from doing that. And so we did the experiment and I took pictures daily. So I'm going to show. So this is what we're going to share our results. So we're going to be asking everyone, how did you feel when you participated in this exercise? Were you surprised with the results? What did you learn from this experience? Okay. So here's picture of the following day. So we started on Wednesday. So the following day, you could see, if you're looking at the screen, to your left is the positive one and to the right is the negative one with the black rail. So the one on the gray sofa is the positive. The one on that black bookshelf rail is the negative one. So this is the first day. And if you notice, mine's beautifully green to the left, and to the right, you could kind of see already a little spot forming on the bottom left part of the leaf, just by just a few words. Then on the following day, Friday, this is Friday. Again, you see to the left, my leaf, beautifully green. And then you see to the right, again, that same spot is kind of growing a little bit more. Saturday, again, my leaf to the left is still same green color. And to the right, you see his. And by this time on Saturday, I noticed that it was still the same spot. And what did I tell you, my husband?
I'm not mean enough.
I told him, I don't think you're being mean enough to this leaf, because all I see is that one little spot, of that.
Well, what you didn't do is take photos on the other side. I saw more of the changes on the other side of the leaf.
Yeah, but I wanted just to focus on one side of the green part, because the other side is not as green. It's much more of a pale.
Right, but I was noticing more changes. It was more noticeable for me on the lighter side.
Okay. So then the next day, Sunday, again, my leaf is still beautifully green. Just notice my leaf, the left side, it's still the same. And his just has that spot. And this day on Sunday, what happened to you on Sunday?
Oh, it was fighting back. I felt like I was getting choked trying to talk mean to it. It was the weirdest experience ever. It was like I don't think so. It was like I'm trying to be mean to understand this experiment. And I believe that's the morning I forgot to say, this is just for an experiment. Please understand. And then of course.
Like he was choking when he was trying to say the negative words.
Yeah, I had to walk away and then come back and do it later to do the negative words. And again, I noticed more on the backside and at the tip, because of the angle of this photo, it started to blacken.
Okay. But then after this day, check this out. Monday, my leaf to the left, still green, but now look at his. Look at the edges of it. There's this grayness starting to form on the edges. You see this like grayness, like decaying. And also to the right of that leaf on the bottom, you could see this gray patch just all of a sudden just start growing. So something happened from Sunday to Monday. There was a shift to that leaf. And so you could see now it's really like almost like the leaf has lost the battle. Like what he said on Sunday, it felt like the leaf was fighting back and it lost the battle. And so now it's decaying. So this is Monday, and then this is yesterday. Again, my leaf on the left is still same leaves. We picked them off on the same day, same tree. And then you see his is still more. You could see more of the decay on the edges of the leaf.
For those who are looking on through the recording, the angle she was taking the photo, her body was blocking the sunlight. So the lighting's not perfect in the sense of these photos. But if you do see these leaves in person, you could tell that my leaf was not that bright green, just the way the lighting was when we're taking these photos.
Okay. So now I'm gonna stop share so we could pull up our leaves. I'm gonna go stop share. There we go. So now, here's my leaf. I'm gonna shine, let me see. My lighting is not that great here, but yours, show yours. Bring it close. I know you're too bright. I need you to take that back screen off. The back screen. That screen is horrible. It's like, it gives it a weird tone to the leaf. There we go. That's the back side. I still can't really see it.
Yeah, it's just the lighting.
You're directly on the sunlight and I'm like away from the sunlight. That's why. Close the curtain a little bit. Now turn it. There we go. No, like there we go. So now you can really see the decay on the edges of that leaf. It's grown more. There's more decay. And then look at my, my leaf is still beautifully green. There's no decay, nothing on the edges, no decay at all. It's still, it has this beautiful texture still. It's not dry. It does not feel dry. It still has like a bit of moisture in it. And this leaf is already a week old. We picked these leaves off a week ago on Wednesday from the tree in the morning for this experiment. And as you can see, my leaf is still beautifully green. There is no decay. It looks exactly like the same from day one. And like what JB showed you guys, his is already green. So after this, we're gonna take them downstairs to the yard, bless them, thank them for this experiment that it let us perform on them, and let them know that they're gonna be recycled onto the earth and become something beautiful and new again. We're gonna apologize to the poor leaf that we were mean to. And thank it also for, teaching us for this lesson. And so what I want to do now is just kind of open up the platform. If anyone did this experiment also, if they could share their results, and how they felt about it. So is anyone ready to share?
I'm done.
Bear, she commented, I couldn't do it. You started it, right? Let's see.
Yeah, I started it and it didn't seem like, I don't know, I just didn't feel right when I was doing it, and the results I forgot a day and then I remembered a day and it didn't feel good, and then I forgot a day and I realized I was forgetting because I didn't want to do it. So
and I actually had someone share on a meetup because she wasn't going to be able to join us today. So she shared, I'm just going to read what she shared. She said, hey, I can't make it tomorrow. This is from Kay Ortiz. I've seen the experiment and still did it. Results not surprising at all. Negative word leaf is crusty and shriveled. Positive is a little moist. She goes, the crazy thing is I didn't even tell the negative one all that bad stuff. Not I hate you, just what she did, she goes, I just said to it, I'm mad at you, so and so, and I feel fat today. Like she was just kind of like venting on it, is what she's saying. Things we would normally do, considering benign. She considered it benign, but I don't consider that benign. When we go through our own personal, we all do this. We're all guilty of it. When we wake up in the morning, we're looking in the mirror and it's like, ugh, I don't look great today. Like I look awful. Why can't I just why can't I get rid of these bags in my eyes? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? Why do I look this way? Why can't I lose the weight? in a way, it is negative talk. We're not being really mean to ourselves, but in a way, it's still negative because our body needs to be told, like, thank you, I love you, I'm so happy that I woke up today and I'm functioning and I'm moving and I'm doing this and that, and I have so much to be grateful for. You know, it's very different from, oh, I have back in my eyes, why do I always look tired, why do I always look sick, ugh, I hate the day already. That kind of, talk.
And
So
it
that's
adds
what she
up.
did on her leave.
And it adds up. Like, so we
It
don't.
adds up, yeah. Sylvia, do you want to share your results?
Yes.
Okay.
I,
How was
I,
it?
huh?
How was your experiment?
it was, something that show you, they really show you, the meaning of your words. And I did it with one of my plants too, because I have a plant that I moved from a location. I moved it from my kitchen to the living room. And she was dying. I said, why are you dying? You didn't like the new place? So my grandson stayed with me on the weekend. So I moved the plant back to the original place. And I told my grandson, can you talk to her? Can you tell her that she's beautiful, that she needs to grow, that you love her? You should see the plant. Oh my God, I was like, oh. And he was able to experiment that too.
That's really good. I like when kids participate because it really teaches them about the importance of being positive and saying positive things. Yeah. And what about the negative one? Did you get any results on the negative?
Yeah, it didn't die though, but I noticed it was getting dry, and it was dying. It was dying, but it didn't completely die.
I know, JB, we had shared ours. Mine is still very beautifully green. This is the positive one. I don't know where JB went. I'm thinking he ran off to the bathroom. He was talking about going to the bathroom. But my leaf still looks the same from a week ago. We picked these off Wednesday morning, a week ago exactly. Can you share your leaf keeper? You got to get rid of that backdrop. My husband likes putting that backdrop, and I'm like, I don't like it because his head disappears, part of his body disappears. You can't really see it, my love. You can't see it. Like, you can't see it. There we go. Close the curtain so they could see the decay on it. You could see like that gray tone on the edge of it, and you could see a gray spot. It started decaying. It's not like all shriveled up, but it started decaying. So yeah, he was having a hard time actually speaking negatively to it too. Like he couldn't, like I even told him on Sunday, I'm like, you need to talk to him more negatively.
You need to be mean.
So I'm gonna do the share again just so everyone could see our results. So again, to everyone, how did you feel when you participated in this exercise? And for a lot of people, it was really hard, especially the negative part. It was really, really, really hard to do that. And were you surprised with the results? And like I said, I share the comment of one of the members from Meetup that she couldn't join in, but she gave me she goes, I wasn't surprised to see hers actually started shriveling and the other one was still beautiful. And then what did you learn from this experience? Obviously that our words do matter, and it affects not only ourselves, because if you really think about it, we were doing this to a leaf or to a plant. And how that simple change like what you shared, Sylvia, how it affected that one plant in your house that wasn't doing so well, and then all of a sudden flourishing again. Like it's so the what I've learned from the experience, and I tell this to people, and sometimes it's hard for people to understand when they say, I don't understand why I keep attracting the person I don't like, or I don't understand why I keep attracting mean people in my life or toxic people in my life. Well, think about it. Let's just think about it for a minute. Why are you attracting toxic people? Is it really because you're asking for them in a way? What are you saying out loud every day to attract that kind of person? Because I know I wake up every morning and I'm like, it's a beautiful day. I'm so glad to be, in around people that are, wanting to grow and wanting to evolve. And, when we say those things, those are the people I begin to attract. I attract people like, oh, all of a sudden I'll get a call from an acupuncturist, or I'll get a call from someone else, wanting to see if we could share courses or do a combined healing session. Can we work together? Can we collaborate and do this healing session for a person that needs it? And so those are the people we attract. And so it really depends on what we say. That's what I've learned from this experience. So again, I'm just going to share the leaves again. This was Thursday, April 15th. And like I said, my leaf, the positive one is to the left. The negative one is to the right of the screen. So you'll see, and just to make sure, the positive one is on the gray sofa and the negative one is on that black rail. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday is when you could really start seeing the decay on the negative leaf, right on the edges, that gray spot. Tuesday, you could see more of it. Oh, Latera is like, what kind of tree is that from? Those leaves are huge. I know, I have this beautiful tree right outside my front door. The one that you guys see me take pictures from all the time. The leaves are nice and big, yeah. And then, so today, hopefully everyone remembered to have 2 glasses of water. If you don't have them, make sure to grab them real quick, get them ready.
Before we move on, Vera wanted to share something.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I just thought it was really cool what you were saying about attracting types of people into your life. Just like the other week, I decided I wanted to like have more spiritual friends in the area, and like that day I just said, I'm gonna manifest that. That was literally all I said, and then someone showed up to my meetup who was like super spiritual. And then I've been starting to say, like, I have each day, like I have an abundance of love in my life. And when I remember, like, I have abundance of like spiritual people in my life, and they're literally showing up like everywhere. Like in the store, someone will start talking to me. Yesterday, I like sat down in a park, and the person next to me was like talking about all the spiritual work that she's doing. It's like amazing just from shifting my language, what's happened.
Exactly. Yeah. And like I said, sometimes it's hard for people to understand that, because they're like, no, I'm not asking for that. And I'm like, you have to take accountability of the words that you say daily. And I don't think we're aware. I'm not going to say, I'm going to blame them. Like, I don't think they're aware of the words that they're saying. Or like you said, you just did this small little shift of saying, I'm going to manifest this today. And there you go. It happened. Our words are very powerful. you know, and when you could see that is when you become aware. And so that's what I'm hoping for this course, to help people become aware of how powerful their words are and their thoughts. Okay.
Can I share something too?
Yes.
I was studying to get my license for life insurance, and I was studying a lot, but on my mind I'm not gonna pass it. I'm not gonna pass the test. So I went to do my test, and I didn't pass. It was only 2 points off to pass. So the next time I went, the day before, I said, I'm gonna pass this test. I know all the answers and I don't have to worry about it. And I'm gonna pass. So in the morning, I don't even study. I said, thank you, Lord, because I already passed the test. Thank you, because this is gonna open opportunities for me. So I went and did my test last week and I passed. So I didn't do anything different, only my words.
Exactly. And that's what I taught. That's why I try to explain to clients or anybody that crosses my life that's like, I don't understand. I keep attracting toxic people. I don't get it. And it's like, I try to explain to them, like, what are you saying that's attracting? And they're like, I'm not doing anything, but it's hard to help people take accountability of not being aware of what they're doing. So that's when I'll share stories with them, the leaf experiment, other things that have happened to ourselves because we've gone through it, to help them become aware that maybe they're saying or doing something that is attracting those kind of people. And, you know, and it's not that they really want that. It's just, unfortunately, we were raised and conditioned to this standard of perfection. Like, we always think there's something we need to change within ourselves. We're not good enough, but we are. We were born into these perfect little beings. Like, I know for a fact that when my daughter was born, at that moment, I wasn't thinking of what she needed to perfect or what she needed to improve on. Like, the minute I saw her, I was like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. I can't believe this beautiful little human being just came out of me, you know? So why do we do that to ourselves? Why do we always look at ourselves and be like, oh, I need to improve this about myself. This is not good enough. I'm not perfect. And it's like, we need to stop doing that and really embracing the beauty of our imperfections, because that's what makes us who we are. And that's what makes us, our characters, you know, our characteristics unique about us. You know, our imperfections sometimes are the most beautiful things of ourselves, you know, and people appreciate and love that about us. You know I've come across a lot of my coworkers, you know, because at work, I'm a comedian. I'm always laughing. I'm always joking. And they're like, you make our day every day. And you know what's funny? With my family, they're always telling me, oh, here you go again, thinking you're so funny. Oh, shut up already. You're not funny, blah, blah, blah.
And look who has the health problems.
But for me, it's like, yeah, I am funny. I am a comedian. I love to joke around. I love to make people laugh. And it's so funny how we're conditioned, you know, a certain way from our loved ones. And that to me is sad. So I always try to make an effort to tell my daughter, like, when she's upset about something about herself, like, I can't do this, Mom, this sucks. Why is it so hard? I'm like, you know, it's okay. It's going to be hard a little bit. I get it. You know, I had a hard time too, you know, learning this at school, you know, and I'll share my story. But you just practice. It's with practice, you'll get a little bit better each day. Everyone always expects instant results. So I always explain to her, you can't have instant results. You just have to practice. And it was one day, as we were reading, she would always struggle and I would always help her. And this one particular day, she read a whole page, did not stop for anything. She didn't ask for help for any words. And she looked at me and like, oh my God, Mom, I read the whole page. And I was like, I know, I was so excited. I was cheering you silently. I didn't want to interrupt because then I know that would have distracted you. So I like cheered her up, you know, like, see, I told you, like every day, we just practice a little bit every day, you'll get better and better. I told you, you know, it is possible. And so she was like so happy after that, like, I'm doing it. And so that was her affirmation of like, okay, I can read better. You know, I'm not going to be still stuck on not being able to read so fluently. So those little things add up. They add up big time.
They also ripple into other aspects of your life, because ever since then, there have been a few things like she was into skateboarding. We got her one of those scooter bike kind of transformational riding things. She fell down. She hasn't touched it in over a year, until that point where she got over, I could do this. What else can I do?
Exactly. So now she's riding the scooter again that she fell off from, and she feels accomplished because she's not scared of it no more. So the little things like that add up. They make whatever affirmation or shifts you do within yourself, they ripple out, and then you'll see shifts with other people. And so the water experiment, this is another one that I did in massage school. And our teacher had us, the reason I have you do 2 glasses of water is because I want everyone to keep one to the side just to taste, just to see the difference. So if you guys could go ahead and just taste your water. The one you tasted, put it off to the side, and then grab the other glass. We're not going to drink out of this one just yet. I know everyone got the same water. So the one that we haven't drank from, we're going to do this experiment. I'm going to stop share so you guys can see me better. So here we go. I want everyone to grab this glass of water, grab it firmly, have your hands wrapped around it. I want everyone to close their eyes. Take a couple of deep breaths. Now I want everyone, think of the moment that you were most in love. Maybe that first love, that first kiss. Think of that moment of pleasure and happiness, and you feel all giddy. Remember feeling those little butterflies in your stomach. Ooh, it was so nice. Now send all those emotions into this water. Remember that first time that you fell in love, how beautiful it felt. How beautiful these beautiful butterflies felt in your tummy when you guys first touched, when you guys first kissed. Just remember that beautiful moment. And just put it all in this beautiful water that you're holding. Just send all that beautiful, loving energy in there. Now I want to have you keep thinking of all these beautiful things that have happened throughout your life. Maybe it could be your wedding day, the day your baby was born, how beautiful that moment felt. I shared my experience with my daughter where when I held her for the first time, I was just in awe. And just realizing this new beautiful love that emerged from my heart for this beautiful little baby. Send all those emotions of love, of happiness. Put them all in this water. Think of the day where you felt the most proud of yourself, when you accomplished maybe your high school diploma or a degree in college, how you felt that day, that you were so happy, jumping up and down, throwing that beautiful cap and gown, the cap when they say graduates of whatever year, and then you throw that hat up in the air and you're just thinking at that moment, all these beautiful things that are going to emerge in the future for yourself because you accomplished this greatness within you, and how proud you were of yourself that day, how you felt accomplished. Put all those emotions in there of feeling proud, of feeling worthy, accomplished, strong, you know. So just put all those emotions in our water. Just take a moment silently and just visualize your beautiful water full of these beautiful emotions. As you visualize the water, visualize it like this crystal clear water. Have you guys ever seen pictures like of the beautiful islands where you see the ocean water, this beautiful clear blue or like emerald green, and they just look so beautiful. Now imagine you're watering your cup like that, just like those beautiful scenic places, or if you've actually been to one, remember that moment in your vacation where you're just looking at the water and the plants and just seeing the beauty around you. See that same beauty in your water. It's beautiful water, crystal-like, clean, pure. Now slowly come back. And I want everyone to drink your water. Enjoy this beautiful water. How does it taste? Can you taste like the clearness of it? Can you, and if you want to compare, taste the other one, the one that you did not work with, to compare. So first taste this one, kind of like get the feeling, and then compare with your other one. I could taste the difference. I don't know if anyone wants to share what they tasted.
For me, not so much taste, but texture. The one we filled up with this more positive energy, I felt like my tongue absorbed it more. Not in the sense of like I had alkaline water where I absorb it and I get a little bit of dryness, but just like satisfaction versus the one that we didn't charge up positively. They almost thick, almost
yeah, like, so heavier, thicker.
Like I drink milk and sometimes I get like a little bit of that aftertaste. My mouth.
Like the one we didn't work on, I tasted almost like you could still taste some of the metallic in it, the chemicals. And then the one that we did that energy work on, it tasted more like cleared, filtered water. Like it was just, that's why I meant like, let's energize our water with filtering it with energy. Because it does taste like that it's been water filtered one more time, and it has this clearness, this lightness, you know. And so, and then the one that we did not energize, it feels a little heavier, a little more metallic still tasting. That's the differences when I notice when I do that exercise, when I clear the water. And so what I would like everyone to do is this week, every day before, when, you know, take 5 minutes and put all those positive emotions in your water. Think of your water as this beautiful crystal-like water. Put love in it, put, you know, all these wonderful emotions in it, and drink that every day. After you're done meditating, drink it every day. And then let's see how you feel after drinking that water daily, how it's going to make you feel at the end of the week. Because I've done this exercise whenever I'm feeling a little sick, I'll energize my drink, you know. So I just saw Anna. Hi, Anna.
Hi.
How are you feeling today?
Much better.
Much better.
My voice still sounds a little raspy, but much better.
Oh, everyone share their experience with their leave. Were you able to finish it or no?
No.
I
was
know.
in the hospital since Sunday.
Oh. Well, we're going to send you healing vibes. Make sure to energize your drink daily and see if that helps you. How that will help you. You know, just send. I don't know when you joined in, but what we did, we hold our cup. You close your eyes and you just meditate. And I had everyone think of that first time you fell in love, how you felt when he touched your hand, when he first gave you a kiss, all those butterflies, and just put all that love in that water. And then I had everyone think of a moment where you felt more happiness or love, like when your children were born, or your wedding day, or when you graduated from high school or college, how proud you felt of yourself, how accomplished, and just put all those beautiful emotions. And then I had everyone think, if you've been to a vacation or you've seen pictures of it, how the water looks beautifully clear, where you're just like, oh my God, that water looks so beautiful. And I wanted everyone to visualize their water like that, like this beautiful, clear water, or emerald green water, or beautiful blue water, just to visualize the water beautiful in this way. So, and then I had everyone compare the taste from the other water that we did not do energy work on to the one we did. Able to taste the difference, Sylvia?
It was more fresh. That's what I noticed.
Yes, more fresh. Exactly. It has this, yeah, this freshness, this clearness, lighter taste to it. That's what I noticed. When I first did it at a massage school, when we did this experiment, I noticed that and I was like, how's that possible? We were all kind of like looking at each other like, how is that possible? Why does this water taste so much like clearer, you know, cleaner? But she was also, again, emphasizing the power of our thoughts and how healing they can be, you know. And so she was emphasizing how we can do that to our clients, just visualize them healthier and send them all our love and send them our good thoughts. You know, this, I'm working on this person and they're gonna feel so wonderful after this because I'm sending them all this love. It's not just my touch, it's the intention I'm putting behind my touch. And I do this all the time with clients where I come in, I always show up at work. They always tell us to show up 30 minutes early. I always show up an hour early because I like to get my room ready. I get it all set up. And then I will literally, the next 30 minutes, I will, as I'm sitting writing my notes on each client that I'm going to be working on that day, I'm visualizing all the great things I'm going to be able to accomplish with them. And I'm sending them the healing vibes and good thoughts and, you know, just seeing the shift within their bodies. And sure enough, at the end of each session, each client will tell me like, oh my God, I feel so much better. Wow, I can't believe you really were able to work that out. I feel like 10 pounds lighter. I feel great. I feel like I could move better. And so it's really important to do that, to be able to sit zen and just really have those positive thoughts of what's going to happen within your room, within the work that you're about to do. And that's something you guys could do also at work. You know, before you go to work, just think about all the things you're going to accomplish and how it's just going to flow easily. And I'm going to be able to do this. This is the plan of the day, and just send all this love to it. Because sometimes we'll be like, yeah, I'm going to accomplish this and this and that. And then as we're driving there, we're having all this doubt. Oh, I don't know. What if I show up and so-and-so's there and it's going to ruin my day already? And then everything goes haywire when you get there.
And for those who probably have a similar journey like myself, those like myself challenged to address emotional things, that's when we love to share metaphors, stories, like your sacred garden. Maybe you don't want to address the emotions straight on because it's too intense, and that's okay. We do our best to share different tools and techniques for you to make that shift. Just this morning, my shoulder started aching, my feminine energy. And for a while, we've been talking about we're going to go walking again, get that healthy behavior. Of course, that triggers my wife, and like, okay, I can't put this expectation, or she's not making the choice, even though we talked about it and we committed to it. And it's like in my garden, I was having, what was the plant? There's a plant in there. I can't even describe how, I know it looks like, but I can't describe the name of it, but I had to remove it. And once I removed it, this achiness and pain that I woke up with on my left shoulder disappeared. And like, of course, it's like me given the option, do I want to like peel open the plant and explore what's that story or emotion? Nah, just recycle it, give it back to the earth, or just kind of get it out of my garden. And it's like, okay, got more movement, less pain or achiness. There's still some stuff to address, but for that moment, I got the intensity indirectly by the garden method that we share with everyone. Your body's your map. Your navigation system is mentally, emotionally, and physically. The garden, again, plants, or if you like museums, we have one client that prefer movies, like theaters, movies, and
one of your favorite movies,
and
from a museum.
And this is just to help for those like myself who are challenged to, or wasn't really raised to face emotion, more trained how to suppress it, bottle up, and never think about it again. So there are many tools for us to still get the same result. Mm-hmm. Especially when you're in a comfortable place, then you might be exercising that gift to, all right, let me emotion this so I can know how to express it in words and what I'm a block positive desire that's causing this discomfort in me.
Okay. And Latera, she just shared, oh yeah. So Latera on our Facebook Live, on our page, she just shared the water experiment. Dr. So if you guys want to check out that video, it's on our Facebook page. It says he demonstrates how human vibrational energy, thoughts, and words affect our water. And then on that one, you could actually see the crystal, like when you, that one's another good one. We saw that video in massage school. They showed us that video. And she put the link on the YouTube link on our page. I'll make sure to put it on the meetup page, that same link. So you could watch the effect of negativity on the water under a microscope and how it looks when you have positive affirmation. It has this beautiful like snowflake-like crystal-like shape to it under a microscope. And then when they talk negatively to the water, it looks murky, it looks ugly, the water. So that's another visual for people to be able to see what happens, to our water when it's, has positive or negative. And so anybody else wants to share anything else that they learned or experienced so far from these exercises that we've been doing? Anybody else? Nobody?
I think I want to say that now I always been careful with my words, but now I can catch myself when I'm saying something that's not gonna help me or help others. So I think about it before I say the word.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. And that's where we share the tool. That's an interesting point of view, because then there'll be, again, referring to the metaphor as the plant, there's still that plant or that weed that created that thought initially that really got your attention. But rather than I got to work extra, so I got to shut this down, I got to control it. This is a positive thing I want to do. That's a lot of work. So use this tool, simple reminder. That's an interesting point of view. If you want to do the visualization, remove that weed. Again, you don't have to kind of explore the story and just kind of like remove it. Mm-hmm. Notice as you keep on practicing this visualization or this technique, that you're just going to go almost directly to the positive, which then is less energy because it's really coming from your heart, your authentic self, and not that struggle of I'm fighting this inner battle with these implants of not so nice thoughts or words or visualizations due to what we grew up and what we learned to consider to hold on to. So thank you for sharing, Sylvia.
No, you're welcome.
Okay, it is 9:19. So let me just share again the screen. Just a recap of the water experiment. There it is. Okay. So again, just every day for homework, 5 minutes. That's all it takes. Just 5 minutes. Hold your glass of water and just send all these positive thoughts to it. I didn't really put the explanation here, but you just want to hold that glass of water and just visualize it as beautiful. Also send love in there, worthiness, feeling strong, feeling beautiful, anything accomplished, proud, words that bring all these positive feelings in your body, and just put them in this water. What I was doing as I was holding it, I would think of all those emotions, and then I would take a nice deep breath, almost like my breath was collecting all those emotions, and then I would breathe it out onto the water. If that helps you kind of like get a better visual of them going to the water. So I was holding the cup and I would just breathe all these emotions in and blow them out onto my water. And then I would visualize it as this beautiful blue water, like I've seen in beautiful scenic places on the islands where the water is beautiful blue and clear, and see this beauty around you. So just imagine holding that water and putting all those emotions, all that beauty onto it. And then when you're done, go ahead and just drink that water. So I want everyone to do this every day. And next week, I want everyone to share how did you experience? Did you experience any, we're going to share results. So how did the water taste before and after the exercise? We got that. Did you notice any changes in your water? We all did that already. But what I really want us to gather this week as information is, did you feel any shifts in your body as you were drinking this water daily? Did you notice that you started feeling better? Did you notice that you felt even healthier? Or did you feel almost like a detox? Did it feel, at the end of the week, did it feel like a detox? Like you did like this wonderful detox? Did your body feel that way? I'm pretty sure a lot of us have done detoxes before. And then at the end of the week, when you get up, you're like, oh, wow, I feel so much better. I'm glad I did that detox. Did it feel that way? Did it feel the same as doing a detox? So I want us to all next week just share our experience with water and how that helped you. Okay, so I'm gonna stop share now. Is there any more? I'm looking at the comments on our Facebook Live. So we're just gonna go ahead and end this course. Enjoy. If you haven't done the leaf experiment, I highly recommend that everyone try to do the leaf experiment this week. If you haven't had a chance to do it, you could still share your results next week. Next week, we'll be sharing the results of the water. And if you just joined in and barely doing the leaf experiment, share your results next week too on what you experienced. So thank you everyone for coming on. And I hope to hear how everyone did with their water next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you.